I've been working remotely from Thailand for a few months now. Today I'm going to talk about some cost, structure, and what life really looks like if you were to make the move, and some things that can be useful if you are thinking of coming to Thailand. So the first thing I want to talk about is the low cost of living. Of course, that's a huge benefit of being here in Thailand, and the costs are really significantly different. So for example, I was living in Australia. I'll do these prices in USD so it's easier. But at the moment I pay $560 for my condo, and it's a 1-bedroom condo. It's 39 square meters, and it's in a good location, 5-minute walk from public transport. It's a bit further out of the city, but it suits me really well. It has a good condo, a good gym, a good pool, all of that stuff. In Australia, I was paying $2,100 US per month for my apartment, which was a 2-bedroom, but it had no amenities. It was in a good location, and yeah, it just was nowhere near as good a deal as I'm having right now with this condo. So the second bill, which is a common one, is $15 for internet. Fast internet here in Thailand, 500 download, 500 upload speed. And in Australia, I was paying about $65 a month for exactly the same speed. So again, another expense, monthly expense, $15, super cheap. And I guess the other expense would be electric, and that's about $30 to $40 a month for electric. And that's probably compared to maybe $70 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Australia. So the electric is not really cheap, but it's still cheap because you have to run the air conditioning a lot here in Thailand. And obviously the final sort of daily expense that you have here in Thailand is food. At the moment, I'm not doing too much cooking. I was cooking for a while, but now I mostly just get my meals delivered. It's about $4 US to get a meal delivered. So like some chicken, like a burrito, some Thai food would be even less, about $3. As opposed to door dashing or Uber Eating in Australia, which would probably be upwards of 18 plus US dollars for a meal. So you can afford to DoorDash, or Grab, as it's called here, a couple of meals a day for under $10 and make your own breakfast, and that's all the food sorted. So that's a pretty convenient thing, and the food is super good, and there's so many options in Bangkok especially. So moving on, especially to Bangkok specifically, it's really modern here. You can go to different suburbs in Bangkok and you can have completely different experiences. You can go to the upper class ones like Siam or Thong Lo, and those have really nice malls, really nice places to eat, dinner places, bars, everything. And you can go to less upscale places, other suburbs that have like a more, I guess, Thailand vibe there, and all would have different costs, different situations. And you can also take the public transport here. It's really amazing. They have like an overground sky train, and it's very affordable. You can just get a card that you can tap on and tap off, and it's probably around 20 baht to 100 baht depending on how far you're going, which is $1 to a couple of dollars. So super convenient. It's really fast. It avoids the Bangkok traffic, and if you need to get somewhere that the SkyTrain won't take you, you can take the underground train, or you can take a bike or a car. And the bikes are really good here, probably $1 or $2 to go like multiple miles or kilometers. So also really good. Yeah, so moving on again to healthcare. Healthcare system here is amazing. I'd say even better than Australia. Private hospitals here are affordable, even if you don't have insurance, which you definitely should. But if you don't, they are really good, and you can be paying only a few $100s for some major stuff rather than, tens of thousands in a country like America or Australia. So really good doctors, really good. Every time I've been either to the dentist or the hospital, which has been a couple of times, I've had a really good experience, and it's been really affordable. So yeah, don't worry about, coming here and not having, being in a bad situation with health. They have everything here that you need. They also have like great dermatologists. They have great, like every medical thing that you need here, and it's very affordable. So yeah, the other part would be social life. There's a lot of meetups here in Bangkok for different things. If you're interested in entrepreneurship or crypto, or just going for coffee or painting or something, you can find meetups for everything. I've been to a lot of meetups here, and yeah, you can generally meet some really cool people. So it's definitely easy to socialize, easy to meet people here. Even if you just go to a bar or go somewhere to a cafe, you can still speak to people and, have a good experience that way. So you don't have to be isolated. It's kind of up to you on what decision you make for that. And then visa options. Last year they introduced the DTV visa, which is what I'm on. It's a 5-year visa, allows you to stay in Thailand for 5 years. You just have to leave once every 6 months. And yeah, amazing visa. Cost me probably 10,000 baht, $300 for the visa, and then I did Muay Thai for a month, and That cost me $300 or something, and then you can continue doing Muay Thai if you like after that. So that's the visa I'm on. If you need any help with that, I can help you. I know visa agents, I know advice myself to help you get that visa, so just drop a comment below for that. And yeah, so obviously another huge benefit, especially of working remotely here in Thailand, is the shorter work days that you can figure out for yourself, right? Because the fact that you have all your time back, you have all the time back to work on your own things, gives you more freedom. It allows you to go for lunch with your friends. It allows you to go and do something like an activity, go get your hair cut in the middle of the day, for example, as I just got done today. And if you can keep yourself disciplined, keep yourself with a plan, get your stuff done, get your workouts done, get everything done, your work day is a lot shorter. You can obviously work longer if you have a lot of stuff to work on, but you can balance that day and give yourself freedom and just go outside, go in the pool, do whatever you want, as long as you have that structure in your day. And that's also something that I'm helping with. I'm helping with people's mindset and helping with a plan that people can create in 90 days to turn into like a new character with a new goal that they have achieved in that time. So if you're not the best with planning, or you do have a lot of discipline but you don't know how to work towards your goal or what it is, then feel free to just book a call in my calendar and we can speak through that and we can sort something out for that. Because yeah, I'd say that the biggest struggle is maintaining discipline here. You can really get a good balance between enjoying yourself, you know, seeing friends, doing activities, getting a massage or something, and you can also work hard and achieve a lot of things. But getting that balance is quite hard. A lot of people either do one or the other, and I feel like I've mastered the balance of getting my work done, making sure I'm working hard, but then also spending time. You know, I went to a couple of islands in Thailand recently. I was doing that. I've, you know, been socializing a lot. I've been working out. I've given myself a lot of time for other things while also achieving my goals. So that's something that people struggle with when they come here and maybe fail, but it's something that I've been trying to master while I've been here. So yeah, the freedom is amazing, right? You can go on these short trips, you can go to the beach, you can go and explore, you can go to the temples, and then you can just go back, you can do some work. And you don't have that same freedom in a job that you have to work all the time. You know, you have to be there, you have to take your lunch break at a certain time, stuff like that. And when you're able to save up enough money to give yourself a bit of time in a place like this, and you have those discipline traits and habits in place, you really set yourself up for a good shot of making it. And so far it's going really well for me, and I'm just enjoying this journey, and my mindset has been a huge part of giving myself that freedom and continuing it on to, you know, hopefully multiple years living in Thailand. And another example is, you know, when you go on these trips, you can just go to any restaurant you want and know that you're not going to be paying, you know, upwards of, you know, $50 or $30 per meal. You're just going to be paying like $10 or even less if it's a Thai restaurant. I was on an island and I was paying, we weren't going to any restaurant, even restaurants that were just on the sand, you sit right in front of the sea, and still the meal is less than $10, which is insane. And that lifestyle is something that is really attainable for a lot of people in a situation with not many obligations, you know, not a huge amount of debt and things like that. If you just get yourself in a position where you can save up, give yourself a bit of time, make sure that you have those disciplines, make sure you have a proper plan in place of what you want to achieve, use your strengths, then you really can make something like this happen if it appeals to you. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's all the stuff I'm going to talk about in this video. Hopefully there were some useful things. As I said, if you need to talk to me about anything mindset related or planning or anything like that, just book a call below. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.